Capricorn. Welcome to WillowOAK. I am here to do a timeless reading for you. Okay. Please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And if this does not resonate with you, try your other placements or for a more complete picture. So anytime you find this will be the right time. Let's see what we have to start with. Yin Yang. Okay. The Yin Yang is passive, active, intuitive, logical. It represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify a particular cyclic energy moving into or out of your experience. Being in the upright position, it's talking about going into a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's especially good for completions, so wrap things up. Okay, so it's a time for you to go in, be more passive, let things happen, and wrap up cycles or a cycle in your life, okay? And by doing that, it will bring in a new cycle. So it's quite possible that during this time, you'll be wrapping something up and starting something new. Let's get a few more cards here. See what comes up. Frustration. Okay. Just like the picture, fitting a square peg in a round hole. So maybe it's saying it's kind of frustrating being in the yin energy, you know, sitting back and being passive when you want to take action. Let's get some more cards. Okay, we have boats. Let's see what else. Oh, we have a couple more. Okay. Bull and fair woman. It says dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair could be coming in during this time. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude, which is very interesting because I would have to say that is a yang energy, right? Taking action. And here you have boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, which is absolutely beautiful. So any or all of these could come into play during this time. I do find it very interesting, though, that you have a very action-oriented card. And here it's saying this is a time to be passive. Let others take the lead, you know, close out cycles. And here there's frustration. So I could totally understand if you are in this yin energy, but you're wanting to be in a yang energy, yeah, that would definitely cause frustration. Let's get some more cards to see what we find out. We're going to take a Lenormand. Very interesting. Garden. Okay. And something kind of interesting to note is your yin yang is a 22 and your garden is a 20. So the number 2 could be an important number for you during this time. What garden is all about is society, holiday, activities, potentially illusions, activities that go on outside the house, social events, gatherings, festivities, It can indicate things to do with media, public opinion, professionalism. It means getting pleasure from active rest or recreation. So, in a way, that kind of goes in with the yin energy. It could also indicate success in creative and social projects. But now on the negative side, it could mean unreasonable illusions, narcissism, superficial relations. Okay, so it could be either or. Let's get some tarot to find out more. But I would say it is a pretty nice card. What I'm finding kind of fascinating is, maybe I should put this one up here because it is kind of fascinating to me. You had this definite yang energy. It's a bull, right? But you're in this yin, or to be yin, energy. Yeah, which could definitely be frustrating. So let's see if the tarot will clear this up. Okay, you have the Three of Wands, which can be a yin energy, but is supposed to really be a yang. Okay, this is saying that there is something coming in that you really want. But it's saying you cannot really just sit there and let it come to you. You have to take action to go get it. Okay, let's get another card. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is beautiful. The wheel is spinning in your favor, a new beginning. And here it talks about closing out of a cycle and, starting this new beginning, which is going to be really a positive new beginning. But now you can see the colors here really match this frustration. There's also a few colors, or this color in a few areas in here. Actually, it's also right there too. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. And we are going to be clarifying a few of these cards, definitely. See if we can make some sense out of this. What comes to my mind is needing balance. But now if you look at the Wheel of Fortune, you see this woman on top, and again, this isn't gender specific. I'm going by the imagery. She is what I would call a modified tree pose. And I don't know if you've ever done yoga, but some people can do it beautifully. When I do that, I just kind of fall over. But so this is balance. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, and you're very balanced. Okay? But to me, it looks like you need to really bring in the balance. Okay, these are two very good cards. You have the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. And right off the top, I see this and this, okay? It can be a more formal kind of celebration, but it is the kind of celebration that brings about something new, like a graduation. After a graduation, you've already completed school, a wedding, you're married, that kind of thing. So for me, this could mean, you're celebrating going in and, it's like a portal coming out the other side with something new. And you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is actively, it's an action card, actively going for what it is that you're passionate about. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is really interesting here too. You have the Knight of Cups. So you could almost say this is yin and yang. The Knight of Cups is all about the love. And love for love's sake. Beauty, art, poetry. It can be a romantic moment. But it is all about going for the goal of love and beauty, right? Yin yang. Yin yang. And here it's talking about the yin part. Here would be, the action part. Frustration, definitely. So, my very first thought is bring in the balance. And even the Three of Wands is saying that you can't just stand there. You've got to take action. Okay. Let's see if this has any answers. Okay. A new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful new beginning. It's talking about it's a new beginning of something that should prove to be quite lucrative. Starting something that's going to bring in a lot of abundance. Okay, so, yeah, here we go. Two of Swords. Okay, you need to make a decision. You need to use your intuition to make this decision, okay? And you can't help but, because of the other cards, saying yin yang. Which should it be? And what I'm feeling, and I'm not necessarily seeing this, but what I'm feeling is it is probably a time for you to go into a yin energy, but only stay there for a limited time and then switch to a yang energy. Because you are going to have to take action, right? But there's something that you need to close out of to bring about this new beginning. That new beginning. Yeah. Okay. Let's get another card. Ace of Wands. Okay. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning, one that you are very passionate about. You really want this. So, you have a new beginning in 3 different places. One that's going to be very lucrative. It's going to make you very happy. One that's going to be very lucrative. Things are going to be very good in your life. And here is one that you are very passionate about. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords, which is, you can tell by the visual here, is very action-oriented. The Knight of Swords is thinking clearly, using some wisdom, sees what the goal is, and is going for that goal quickly. So that's definitely action. Okay, we're going to need to take some clarifying cards here. Yeah, because this is talking about going into a yin energy, closing out of a cycle, which I can see you're going to need to do here because you have 3 new beginnings, right? And I can see how it'd be frustrating. Because here you need to take action. Here is definitely action. And now this celebration could be either or. Here's action. Here would be more of a passive. Here, decision making. This could be yin. So you have yin and yang scattered throughout. But there's going to be a time, I would say, coming up where you need to go into the yin energy to close out of a cycle. And then switch over to the yang so you can take action. and get everything going that you want going. And that could be a period of frustration in there. And here, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Okay? And now, you also have dealings with a fair-haired woman and money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Both of those could be either or, but this one's definitely a yang energy. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a card for yin yang and see if we can find out anything. The Empress. Okay. The Empress is definitely a yin energy. She is the mother archetype, and she's full of all these wonderful ideas that she brings into fruition. It's definitely things come to her, which would be a yin energy. So it's saying definitely you need to go into this yin energy because it is going to benefit you greatly. Okay, let's get one for frustration. I find this a fascinating reading. Yeah, definitely do. Okay, the High Priestess. Okay, what this is saying to me is it could be frustrating being in the yin energy, but you need to go in and use your intuition, your psychic powers to understand what is going on here, right? And work through this. Yeah, okay. Here you have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, I would say definitely is that action. The King of Wands is very passionate, and he goes for what he wants, and he gets it. Okay, let's get a card for the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. Yeah. Very fascinating reading. Oh, we had one turnover. Okay, yeah. Okay, what this is saying, you need to make a decision. And what's going on, kind of like this frustration, you're feeling caged, right? And these are your thoughts. You need to remove this so you can clearly make a decision and have this new cycle start. It's understandable how you would feel frustrated though. Ooh. Okay, here we have the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, what that's talking about is they're using a garden as an example. You know, you plant this garden, you water it, you give it nutrients and sun, and you take care of it, and over time, it turns into a beautiful garden, right? So, this new beginning, it's a celebration about a new beginning, about doing something that you're very passionate about, and it will bear fruit, but it's going to take some time, okay? So, you need to be in this yin energy for a while, okay? So you can close out of a cycle. It's going to benefit you greatly. Use your intuition and your psychic gifts to deal with this frustration, to figure out how to handle it, okay? And whenever the time is needed for you to be in the yin energy, that's what you need to do. When it's time for you to be in the yang energy, it's what you need to do. And you need to be discerning enough to understand when it's time to be in which energy to accomplish what is your goal, okay? Because there are times throughout here where it's yin or yang, and only you're going to know which is which. You know, should you be passive? Like this could be passive. Should you be passive and let things come to you? Or do you need to be action-oriented to go forward and get what it is you want? It's something that you will need to really use your intuition to decide upon. Because here you have both, and it's just like this wave of passive action, okay? And the end result should be beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune, a new beginning that is very profitable, abundant, filled with passion, and love. Going for your passion? Yeah. And some of this might be happening quickly. All right? Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So you have something very good coming in for you. And at the bottom of the deck from taking these cards, you have the Three of Cups, which is another card of celebration. There are two cards of celebration and you have them both. Okay? Get together with everybody you care about and love and celebrate this beautiful time. And if you need support, for me, this is your support system. And you might need a little bit because this is kind of, the way I see it, is kind of a wavy time. You know, is it time to be passive or is it time to take action? And remember, the answer to that is to go within, figure out what's going on, and then you'll know which you need to be in, okay? Kind of a really interesting reading. Not kind of, it really is. But the end result should be beautiful. Filled with love, happiness, prosperity, potentially inheritance, passion, wonderful finances. I mean, there's so much good here. You just have to be able to ride that wave, okay? Now, I haven't taken a Divine Door card in quite some time, so I thought today would be a really nice day to do that. And the message here might have something to do with this, or it might be completely different, okay? Let's see what we have here. It looks like you're inside, getting ready to go out into the light. And there is a figure here. So it says offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. Okay, offerings. All right, let's close this out with an angel card. And I certainly hope you have a wonderful month. Looks like it's going to be pretty busy, so I say month, but time frame. You know, it could be a few weeks, a few months, time frame. But I'd say after riding this wave, you should probably take some time off. And if you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. All right, let's see what the angels would like to share. There you go. Okay, meditation brings answers. So it's trying to help you. The angels are trying to help you. meditate on where you should be, how you should be during the time, whichever time it is. So use meditation and your intuition, okay, to know how to ride this wave. And you have yes. And look, I could see yin and yang, right? So it's time to ride this wave, okay? Much luck, and I hope it's a very good time. I hope it's like a fun kind of roller coaster ride. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye.